Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing something a little bit different. I have been asked on my Facebook group for my shop, the Lipstick Planner, to post a video that has to do with something that I showed in my Insta stories a couple weeks ago. This particular video was about my cash money system and how I use it to help me budget. And it was just something I'd quickly done and I wanted to share. However, since then, my system has actually changed. So I thought I'd show you what I used to do. Previously, I've actually had a few methods that I've gone through and then what I'm currently using now. So the first thing I did was I actually had, I have some of my decals coming out. First thing I did was I actually used to have them in my ring bound, my system, and just like it was like these are hole punched. It was an envelope, just like this with a hole punch, and I'd slip money in, and I'd use that. Sometimes I use this particular one if it's just like a quick 10 pounds I'm quick keeping with me. But what I had done was I'd taken the envelope and I'd sliced it just so it fit with the perfect size because I'm really weird that way. And then I taped it up on the inside and then I laminated it face this way. And then I kept that on the inside and I would use a paper clip to hold it shut. And I actually had a few of these and they would be placed for instance, personal, like if I wanted to get a coffee, for my daughter's dance classes or for my son's special treats and all these different things. I had a whole bunch of them in this particular planner. However, I found it bulked up quite a bit and I don't particularly enjoy bulky planners. So actually I ended up taking it out of there and I would end up using the envelope itself one by one, but that wasn't really working so well. And then I ended up doing something else, which was a bit more recent. I used my personal planner. Now, they are no longer in here. I took them out recently. But what I did is I made this personal TN. This is from Foxy Fix. I used this as my entire system. And what I did is, using the same method as my ring bound, I cut it down slightly just so it could fit, because as you can see, it barely fits now, but when you close it, it does stick out. So I cut that down and I added actually some glitter and I laminated them close together so they were like this, so that they could actually be folded and used like an insert. And what I had done is I'd done it in a way where when I flipped each insert, they could open in the same way. And then I actually had put individual names on top of them. So I knew what they were, and I had just like some random things for myself and everything that I used within the month, everything that's specifically budgeted for. And that was in here, and that was exactly 8 inserts, or 8 envelopes. However, just the same way as my personal planner, by the way, this is also Foxy Fix, the same thing happened here. I was using clips like this to keep each envelope closed because I couldn't find my normal paper clips, and these clips were popping off because I'd actually laminated, as I said, and they were too thick and it would take a long time for me to break it in. And as it did in my personal planner with the rings, it took a long time for it to settle and for my paper clips not to pop off. But because it was just this in here, no other inserts, it was taking a lot longer, and it was starting to frustrate me. So I came up with a different method, and this is the method I am currently using. So this is what I currently have. Let me zoom you in just a little bit so you can see a bit better. And this is how I plan for my spending each month now. And actually, this is just an extended version, or really the same version, just individually done as the previous methods. And I've been doing this since July, something like that. Anyway, this was actually a piece of acetate from the Planner Society that I cut up and made to my very own envelope. And as you can see, I even created a flap for it to sit into real nice. So it looks like that. And just to help keep it shut, because it is thicker material, I use this big skeleton bulldog clip. So in this kit, which carries all the envelopes, in this envelope, which carries all my cash envelopes, I have created these. Now, it is officially the beginning of the month, so I'm going to change it out, and I'm going to put cash in there and take cash out from what's left over. But I will show you what I have. So this is just extra money, and this is things that are left over, etc. And I made these stickers myself. These are for days out, like for specific days that I've planned for. And these are for my kids' chores, so I have that available. And this is for a specific shop that I have money allocated each month to, and that's just, you know, little treats sort of for the entire family. And this is for like coffee, etc. And this one is for my daughter. And this one is for my son. And this particular one is my savings. As you can see, it's actually got a different style here, where these ones, they open, oh, let me get it, at the top to make it easy to open. This one stays home at all time, and I just keep putting cash in it at the end of the month, or beginning of the month, or not beginning of the month, during the month. And this would be like extra pay for my Etsy, or if I've sold something on a D-stash, etc. And this is styled just like this one, so it's styled as an actual envelope. And this was made from vellum. All of these were made from Planner Society, vellums and acetates and hard card, no, what do you call it? You know what I mean, scrap paper. So that's what I have in there. So right now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to fill it out, and I have already taken my cash out for the month. So first things first is I'm going to take out any cash that I have that is in here, anything remaining, which I don't think I have a lot anyways. And I'm going to put that into my savings. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Okay, that's there. The next thing I'm going to do is I have a list of cash that goes in here and how much. So I'm going to take that list, and it's just scrap, so don't worry about that. So the first thing I need to put in here is for, where's my drawers? My drawers, here we go. And this is for the day out, and I am going out with some friends to a special kind of like a planner meetup. So I'm going to take some cash out from that, and I've already taken cash out from the machine. Sorry about that. As I was saying, I have like a planner meetup, so I'm just going to put 20 in there. That's just for our lunch, because I've actually already put cash aside and paid for tickets and everything, so that's done for that one. I'm just gonna mark that off. Oh, and so for CEX, that is also 20. I'm just gonna take, so I'm just gonna take 20 and put that in there. I do apologize, it's my son whining. He wants candy and I've said no. Okay, then next I have to put, oh actually I need to put 30 in my daughter's for her dance class. So I'm gonna take 30 and put that in there. There we go. And then my son, he gets 30. Oh shoot, I hope I took enough cash out for that. That's for his special sausage roll. Oh yeah, I did, okay. So sausage roll. The next thing I have is, oh, we have special individual dinners. I don't, oh shoot, I don't have any 10s. So I'm gonna have to, shoot. Basically what our individual dinner is once a month. Me and my husband have separate dinners, something that he likes, something that I like. And we have a budget and we're gonna stick to that. And I'm just gonna write that down in a scrap piece of paper. And I'm also gonna put the amount, because then that means when I have the change, I'm gonna take that out, put that somewhere else. So that's for that. And then I've got another 50 that I need to put on my, you know what, I think I have change in here. I do. Put that in there. Oh wait, yes I do. I've got change. So put that in there. Do I have 2 5s in here? I do. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. So that is for the tram. I'm going to put that in here, and that is to put that on my oyster. I wonder if I have enough change to put pupper in there. 1, 2, 4. I do. Fabulous. So I'm going to take that back out actually. I'm going to put that in here. So what I've done is I've taken out 20 in smaller change, and I'm going to take that and put that in the extra, but I will put that with the notes, so just so I can remember what that's for. So now that's perfectly fine in there. And I've got an extra, an extra 50 pounds that needed to be taken out from last month, and that is actually also going to go into the savings. So I'm going to put that there. So now at the end of it, I have 5 pounds, and I'm also going to put that into personal, and that'll be for like if I want a coffee this month, and that'll be perfectly fine because actually I'm not having a lot of coffee. So that's a bit of a saving. As it's getting colder, I tend to take my coffees with me anyways. So that is my system there. As you can see, I'm just going to take a random one. I'm flipping that upside down and it doesn't fall. Now what I've done is any specific change left over, I actually keep it. I keep it in a little pot right next to my desk, and it's not a lot of change. Because I'm actually finding I'm not spending as much as I would normally, and I'm putting more towards my actual savings, and that makes me really happy. So I'm keeping tabs of my savings as well as my spending as a whole, and yeah, I don't have any issues. If I do need to dip into it, because I do keep track of it at the end of the month. What I'll do during the month, what I tend to do is if I have a receipt, if for instance I have coffee and I don't actually spend the entire 5 pounds, could help me if I do, I put it in there, and then I'll be like, oh wait a minute, I've got like £1.53 left over, so I'll go in there and take that, and that's all I have for that day, and that'll be in my cash purse that I keep with me, my change purse I should say. So that's what I do with that, and that is how I keep track of how much I'm spending in cash. Now, most of my bills do actually come out via direct debit, and I'm okay with that because then I don't have to look at it. But I do have the occasional one that comes out in cash, such as my daughter's dance. And that's how I keep track of all that. And that is my current system for saving. And that's how I plan for my month when it comes to money. And yeah, so that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, hit subscribe. If you liked what you saw, hit the thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.